foot. Ooh, gotta love a glitch. Let me in!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class
I
trial.
have to remember how to play this shit.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
It was me.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
I'm in between two dead people. That's freaky and scary.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I am on the Steam Deck to clarify.
Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I did find my microphone, so I'm able to be back on here. As you saw in my previous video with Baldi's Basics, which you should check out. That game was a fucking nightmare. And the game did me dirty at the end of the video. So if you haven't seen it and you're here, make time for that. It's only not even 30 minutes.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Factual.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Double factual and fair.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Yeah, like half the fucking school was just like fucking out of it.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
No comment.
Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Based. This nigga's like, what?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
And Chiaki's like, shut that shit up.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my
Sounds like
cottage
emo
on the
about
day
it.
the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Why are you, like, fiending for details? Like, what?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
What I'm not understanding is...
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Is how was it a recording if it's supposed to be, like, a real-time... feedback of whatever's being transmissioned.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
I was gonna be like, what do you mean why? But he was literally incoherent the entire chapter.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after,
Because Gundam was
we
being
met up with
fucking
Mikan
weird.
and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
And look at her fucking portrait right next to the fucking gone.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
What do you mean in various ways?
Various ways?
Right?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
No, y'all niggas is weird.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared,
After y'all got on
I
me
had a
for
feeling
getting
she
hella
was the
ass
person
in the
wearing the hemp
hospital.
bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Where is
And when that
Nekomaru?
happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's.
Bro, as much as I hate her, she's like a fucking child in like appearance. So it's just kind of sick
And
in
not
that
just
regard.
that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That the killer did all this.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
I still think the technicality for the past tense of hang should be hung. I'm gonna start a petition.
When we removed the hemp bag,
No, I'm not.
just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Because you pixelated fuck. Why would I have to lie about anything?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
You know what? He has a point before he's even made it.
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
There.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
I mean, you, Akane, and Ibuki wouldn't really believe me.
Come on, try to prove it to
Well,
me.
you and Akane, so
Prove you're not the killer.
it sounds like you're having fun trying to make me like. Anyway, it's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Well, we also had Akane, empty-headed ass, and just everyone who wasn't there, so. I don't know what this will be right now.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself,
See,
That
hung!
would
I'm
also
not
be a
crazy.
lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
The movie. Why? You're not allowed to kill 3 people.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
if Hajime's testimony is a lie,
Well, what do I... It's gotta be what he just said, but what do I... No, because I didn't see the movie. I didn't see the movie before the murder.
That would also...
I don't think I
The
can deny
murderers.
that After all,
Or the
Hajime
bodies.
Why would
I didn't
Hajime
see
lie?
the movie before the...
Well, obviously,
yeah.
Did Hajime...
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
And you were there with me, you fucking idiot, bro.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
I'm going to gouge out your eyeballs.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received 1 ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means
At
there's
least
no
he not
way
bullshitting.
Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
No.
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Facts go on.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well,
He's
since we're
trolling.
opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
This nigga is on demon time.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
You know you fucked over Chiaki calling you out.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means
What about the
Ibuki
art,
definitely climbed the
per se?
stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
What would happen if someone would just kill another student and then kill themselves? I mean, based on the motive right now, it just wouldn't make sense.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
That's too
So all
soon,
we gotta
though.
do is establish who could have possibly done that.
That's just not practical. That time frame was like...
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're telling me someone killed Hiyoko who was nowhere to be seen prior in less than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
But we didn't find anybody in there
What do you mean, a closed room?
besides the body.
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm pretty sure we established this last part. So why are you bringing this back up?
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
That's dark.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Oh, interesting.
Me too?
I mean, you did set Hiyoko up, like, let's be honest.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
What the fuck?
Hey, why are you talking like, huh?
Yeah, this nigga demented.
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue,
That was funny.
we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
I mean, yeah, where were you? The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? I don't think so. Semi-transparent garage. I don't know. Let's see.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
From the inside.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Doesn't make sense.
So they looked like they had just rushed over. I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I don't know what I'm looking at. That person's remark contradicts the truth. That person's remark.
The killer was still inside the music
I
venue.
feel like it's a con.
By locking the door from the inside.
But I don't know if
They tried to keep us from getting in.
I take
It
someone
seems
else's
they were
remark.
trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Let me shoot at Kane's thing real quick.
That door should not have had a lock.
I don't know. That might not be it.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Fuck. The broken drumstick was used to lock the door from the inside, right? But is that proof?
Crap!
Alright, let me think.
The killer was still
He's
inside
saying
the music
Son
venue.
was still in there.
By locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
Scrap of fake paper? What is scrap of fake paper? Oh, no. I feel like I need to take Gundam's steam
How
and
did they lock
shoot
the
it somewhere
door?
else. I could be wrong.
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer waited till we get, and suddenly
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
It's gotta be Gundam
the
agrees
killer was
with
still
Akane.
inside. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep
Or
us from
that.
getting.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should
It
not
can't
have.
be
lock
any of
was
these
on the
people
floor
there.
and-
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Nope. Did I shoot semi-transparent glove already?
The killer was still inside.
Let's look at that actually real quick. I'm having a brain fart.
By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Gundam's not wrong.
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor and
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Is it? Okay, it must not be Akane.
the killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they
But
tried to keep us.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
I swear it's
How
gotta
did they
be
lock the
something
door?
Gundam
That door should
said.
not have.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the
You can use that as a. By doing that, the killer waited till we gathered, and suddenly it.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime
I
dramas.
feel like this is more obvious than...
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
I'm retarded. What are you trying to say?
Damn it!
Is the drumstick a clue? I hate that I'm even fucking up this early into the trial. Are the drumsticks a thing? They're not. Well, why would that itself be a secret? I'm sorry.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
Right.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor and
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
you can use that as
Okay,
a bolt.
I think
By
I
doing
need to
that,
take
waited
that and
till we
shoot
got-
it
And
somewhere
suddenly it.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still in. By locking the door from the inside,
Oh, because he's
they
not
tried
even...
to keep us from
He's not
getting
even
seized. They were
specifying
How did
how
they
the
lock the
door
door?
was
That door
locked.
should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Nero lock. Nero
You
link.
can use that as a
I
bolt
fucked
to
up.
lock the. By doing
I said
that,
no.
the killer waited till we get. And suddenly it.
So they
Okay,
look
no,
like
so-
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Akane is right. I don't
killer
have time.
was still inside the
I don't
music
have time.
By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep it.
Troll fail.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have.
Oh,
lock was
tee
on
up,
the floor.
sorcery,
You're
tee up,
talking
tee up,
about
tee
You
up,
can
tee
use
up.
that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding in waited till we get. And suddenly it.
So they look like I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
With the
The
transparent
killer was
blob,
still
they
inside
wouldn't
the.
have
By
to...
locking the door from the inside.
Motherfucker.
No, that's wrong.
I was overcomplicating that entire thought process.
on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Chiaki, please take over, because I'm fucking brain dead
From the
apparently.
outside? How? There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Hajime, why? He just kept... Ugh. See, because the thing about when you let the dialogue run, they'll give you that hint, and it gave off the impression he was referring to Akane being the only person with an agreeable taste.
Semi-transparent glob.
And
Like
it just was
rubber,
never
maybe?
hit. Rubber.
I see! That semi-transparent glob
Never heard of
must have been glue.
semi-transparent rubber.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I'm leaving that all in, by the way. Y'all are gonna have to suffer with me.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, he must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Where did we get that? Where did the killer get that
And
from?
thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That's where the
That
drumsticks come
doesn't
in.
really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set
Yeah.
on purpose?
It was never a stall. It was a fucking. It was something.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
I guess that makes two of us.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Monami, what's going on with you?
So,
why are you like?
During the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
That's still not practical.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Like we have nothing else to go off of, but this is just not a practical scenario because literally nobody ran out of the music venue.
Even quick work has limits.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
What?
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Why are you asking like Mirage from Apex didn't grab it
That's
for us?
right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck at the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Don't make me do a fucking logic dive. You can freeze too. Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Logic dives are actually fun. Is it wallpaper? Give me an A. Give me an L, because I take those every day. Give me another L. Fuck me. No. Superior. I actually needed that P. Oops. Skateboard P. Wallpaper. Game's playing itself for me, thank you. Wallpaper, we need E. Okay, game, I'm going to kill you. I mean, look at that. How was I actually supposed to realistically work that? Thank you, thank you.
I got it! Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, the tear in the wallpaper... See?
I didn't even
it
notice
fits
that.
perfectly.
Holy shit. That's not even like the same like color scheme, but let's flip over.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
What does that even mean?
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Hey, don't get me singing on here again. That scrap of paper was stuck to the baton lighting. What? Okay. Is it connected to the sudden disappearance of Hyoko's body? Appearance. And if I trace it back to where... Okay, it's 3 AM. Don't judge me. Logic dive? Okay. I think the V3 minigames are the funnest. How do I boost? Okay, here we go. Albino Hajime on the scene. How do I jump? Okay. Alright, hit me with the questions. Come on, man. Y'all don't know, but when Skate 4 drop or Skate Next Gen drop, y'all gonna meet a new face. I'm trying to break here. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear from at the crime scene? It was hidden. Stupid. Let's get that beat. That beast. That boost. I really wanted to say beast. Bro, what is this fake ass cool math ass game they got me playing right now? If you know, you know. I think it's called Runner. That little gray nigga. What did the killer use to hide the body in the wallpaper? We literally just established this. I actually don't know what the purpose of the curtain is. That's the one thing I'm actually like genuinely stumped on. But I'm sure that'll get answered in time. Stupid. Well, who taught Hajime how to snowboard? Question 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar that she's disgustingly taped to. Like, I'm still but kind of sickened about that. Alright. Getting out here.
It's all coming together!
Indeed.
Got it! Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Titty Typhoon.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Okay, I see, I see.
The reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that killer.
That's how they hid Hyoko's
Sick.
body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as
Like,
soon as I
and not
left the
in a
music
good
room.
way.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the killer is very bold and risky.
Monokuma's not even sitting down.
The crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, so assuming Hyoko was murdered, obviously she was. She didn't jab her own throat. Would it not have been smarter if the killer just never revealed the body?
When was Hyoko actually killed?
Because if she was hidden
point.
on the pillar,
And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
what would they gain from
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
from showing the
But
body?
what is that?
Is it for the sake of the movie?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5
I get
D?
we're following the trend of the movie, but realistically speaking, if Hyoko was never uncovered when Hajime left the music venue the first time, at most niggas would have been like, okay, where the fuck is Hyoko? Because no one would have been on the pillar. Ooh, let me rip it off the wall, you know? So it's like, did the killer sell? Did they sell? Like actually?
Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
Beat this nigga's ass.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Yeah.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Can I get a side-by-side of these? Because I don't really see the correlation.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie was to mix up the killing order?
I see!
Right, because we
The
kept
reason the killer
thinking
imitated two of the
Ibuki died
murders
first.
from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
There's something in my eye and it fucking hurts.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Who's crying and begging? You're the one who's confused.
I'm not even crying.
Nigga, like...
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Gundam. Bro. It's too late in the morning for this.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right?
Is he beefing
Because
with
you
your
don't
girl,
understand
Hajime?
what
You
I'm
just,
saying, right?
you just gonna let him talk to her like that?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Impossible.
Look,
Fake ass Jack here.
Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed.
The blood on her feet.
That would mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words
The
are
blood
so
on her
light,
slippers.
as light as the
Because
silk.
the only person who drew blood was Ibuki. I mean Hiyoko. And the blood was on Ibuki's slippers.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor
Let's
when
let him
Hiyoko
cook.
was killed.
Let's let him cook.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Hajime, check this nigga, bro.
You're one to talk.
Like, Kazuichi chiming in more than you. If this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. It's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Or you grab that fake ass Jimmy Neutron hairstyle ass nigga by the throat and strangle him with his own fucking scarf because he talking to your girl crazy. Put you on trial.
When Hiyoko died,
There's gotta be blood on the soul.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Bingo!
I agree with that.
Thank you, Sonia. Because Chiaki don't want his aid for some reason.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Exactly.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Exactly.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
How deep was that slice? 'Cause, like, when you get slit, you kind of like, don't you kind of like choke on the blood that's coming out?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
I mean, I wouldn't know.
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
I feel like Gundam about to bullshit.
It means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment
Gundam's
Hiyoko
about
was
to
killed.
bullshit. Watch.
Don't
I
underestimate the
fucking
power of
called
the
it.
evil eye.
This nigga got issues, bro.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Nigga, what?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
Gundam, do you want to confess something?
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Is Gundam planetary? No.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Well, I'll entertain you, but it up. Ooh, gotta open glitches. Alright, give me my blade. Actually, I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Not yet.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible!
What do you mean?
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Despite his exaggerated protest, I feel like I've already seen the opening account.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible!
Smudge.
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut
Man,
through those
Gundam,
words.
and here I thought we were gonna actually have a fucking debate, bro.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Bro, this is how niggas... This is how everybody in this room knows you were not investigating.
Yes, I do. If you look closer, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
You just told on yourself.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
I don't want to get too much into it, but those streaks of blood Just look weird.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
If she got slit by the throat, why are there streaks of blood as opposed to like a pool? You know?
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Is that true?
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe that heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time
did
of
come
death
to that
because of the
analogy.
heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's
Monokuma.
no one else who wants to object, right?
You're a troll and part of the problem.
Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Disgusting.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Yeah, bitch.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Finally, somebody said it.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Is that Nekomaru's spot right there?
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Yeah, but it actually sussed out the killer.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Hey, we're call back to Trigger Happy Havoc. Soothing.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
Deep.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
I think I said that in like the beginning. I was also pondering that idea.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
Why?
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
True.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon
That's
after
right.
means
I didn't
the
think.
killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive!
What?
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
I don't know how anyone pulls off pretending to be fucking hung in a fucking music
If she
video.
waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
The stepladder was also on the ground, knocked over.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
You're waffling,
And
bro.
if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Why are you glad?
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
This nigga's demented. But we knew this already.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Some kind of that's what I'm saying, bro.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
From what we saw, yeah, what we saw.
And does that mean someone forced her to do it?
I mean, if she was under the despair disease, she would have just complied, right?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Ooh, that's dope.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Okay, Sonya taking over?
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording.
Okay, so like I had said, like it's real time.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
That's way too small of a window.
Then, we just have to find the person who
That's
doesn't
way
have an
too small
alibi
of a
during
window.
that time.
If we're going off of when Hajime saw the it's just too small.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
That's still that's just no. You can't really. That's just. It's mind fucking how we're coming to this assertion. But let's see what niggas say.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
What is Sonya saying? No, that's irrelevant right now.
If nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Hajime, what are you saying? The murder supposedly happened before and during the announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. So we're singling a
We can
single
exclude
person
the
out.
sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel.
After Fuyuhiko met Mikon in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
Wait, what's Mikon's account? Right up until the announcement, Mikon and Hajime... Mikon was with me the whole time. Afterwards, she went to check on everyone.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I think it's that last remark that she makes. But who are we calling out?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was...
So everyone who stayed...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by... If nobody has an alibi...
I'm right?
No, that's wrong.
Holy shit. So who are we calling out?
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
We're not calling anybody out. We're putting ourselves in the clue.
You two have alibis?
We were with each other.
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
That hanging video is crazy.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey yo.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Chiaki, it's not what it seemed like. Oh my god. It's clips.
Too much info.
We're fucked.
It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward, so we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Monami's still tweaking.
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? I'm not gonna lie, this whole movie motive is throwing me off to the point where I can't even comprehend what anyone is saying without it just being the answer. Not that I'm saying that the motive is bad, it's just that I personally am just not understanding it. I get that the first two murders between the first two characters in the movie are how Ibuki and Hiyoko died, but I guess nobody right now understands the why. We just know the how. Are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is this the intermission already? Shit. We're not even an hour in. Double murders usually take long, but...
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami. Those moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Damn. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. Here comes some... Here's some chance time. What? Oh, well, what? What's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you a chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. What? Ron Weasley? I don't know. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out. So please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is a success, there might be merchandise opportunities headed your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Why are you still in a diaper? Factual. Yeah. Like, I'm confused and I don't want to get off of this confused. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
Because we're all fucking confused.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Based.
Man,
this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
No.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm
Shut
thinking
up
about it
forever.
again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
I don't.
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
That's what I'm not understanding. Like, it's not to a T.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
Ooh.
What?
Shit. Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why were either of them at the music venue? Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth
Because
behind
of-
Hyoko's murder is hidden?
Because of Sonya.
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
Well, not directly because of Sonya, but more or less her sash.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Hey man, get them some kibble, gerbil food pellets, rat poison. Why Hyoko went to the music venue? That's the key to all of this. I need to find out no matter the cost. We know why she went, cause Sonya set her the fuck up to go to the venue to tie her kimono with that ugly ass sash.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
I'm still not understanding
There's
that
no way
part.
you'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
Summon is crazy.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
Yeah,
She went of her own free will.
I agree. Cool. Okay, so which one of these?
She was guided by the will of causality.
Okay, these are more agree statements. I need to. Okay, we know why.
Why did Hyoko
I just need.
go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
It's not motel room key.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
I'm double checking. I can't grab it.
She went of her own free will.
She was guided by the will of causality.
I'm trying to think. Would me saying that her having her key meant that she like willingly stepped out of the
Why
motel?
did Hyoko go to the music? There's no way we'd know that!
Would,
Maybe the killer summoned her.
would that be
That's
passable?
maybe she got abducted.
No, she went of her own free will.
I'm
I
great.
agree with that.
I'm greatest of all time. Past tense.
It's just a Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Kyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
No, abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't move!
Akane, what's wrong with you?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes, you fucking always hungry ass
This will
nigga.
be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
What are you talking about?
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Shut it up. Alright. Akane, you wanna get down. Sonia's account.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her!
How would anyone abduct her
The girl
without
is so
anyone
small
else
and
finding
weak
out?
looking.
That
And
doesn't make
that's why the
sense.
killer targeted her.
No.
I can't back down!
Yep. Let's go.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Yes.
It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
That's more sensible.
The killer was the one who locked the door.
No, bro.
So what if the key was in her kimono?
That means she locked
Maybe
the
the
door.
killer just put it there later.
I can't back down!
There's more? Akane, you're waffling, bro. What? I let my guard down. She's gonna go back to the original topic.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Waffling.
But Hiyoko's room was locked.
I'm not
She
gonna
was
lie,
deep
I was
inside her
Max.
kimono. It's more likely that Hiyoko...
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Based off of where we found it,
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono.
right?
The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Yeah.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Fuck me with a broom to even. Hiyoko's kimono was all messed up. There should be no doubt about
Crap.
that. Yeah.
Hold on.
But we don't know
Try
why.
remembering
though.
Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those words.
You yourself just admitted that she's too weak. What business was
The
she have
reason
fighting the
Hiyoko's
killer?
kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Bro, do you not remember why she was all on fucking Mahiru's clit in chapter 2?
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Yep, you fucking set her up.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Bro wanna see some ass, bro. Hell no.
Then, The killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put
Damn.
you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Shit.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
Yeah, bro, dripped up.
Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for
For
my
his sake,
sake?
she just bitched you.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Bro, I only see one. It's that fucking scarf. Keep playing the game.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did
Back up,
Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Okay, so what was the killer doing in the music venue?
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
That nigga is
She
muscular.
was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do?
I don't even know, bro.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Bro, my brain don't
Damn,
know either.
we don't know the most important part.
We don't know the why. The killer's plan from the beginning, I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. What are you smiling about, you fucking...
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Y'all can't tell, but I'm staring at him.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Bitch.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Chiaki just said that?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
He's going, man. They can get
You
him.
know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Okay, so I am following along.
Huh? Really?
Dumbass.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Factual. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very
Wait,
strange.
what are you realizing?
This is strange? What's strange?
It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue that we completely overlooked. If she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the step ladder? Whoops, did I just choose the wrong thing?
can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
So, hold on. No, actually, just explain
There
it.
weren't?
I don't want to sound wrong right now.
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
That don't look completely clean to me.
You notice such a small detail. How amazing!
So
This is
if,
truly the talent of a chosen
if
ultimate.
Hiyoko died first and Ibuki was around and she had blood on her feet and she hung herself, or yeah, okay. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why he brought up the suicide topic after all this time. So he's trolling. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Yeah.
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
Funny?
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
It comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I
just
leave
got
this to you,
goosebumps.
I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Wifey voting for me? Not voting for me. She's on my
I'll
side.
definitely try.
Okay. If there is some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw the video. The video that I saw. Wait. Based on everything we know from the debates, is it...
Damn it!
No, I thought I was going somewhere. I don't know. Is it the gown? What am I missing here? There's no blood on the stepladder right now.
Here!
Oh!
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
So what the fuck is going on?
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed
You
the
guys are
moment of
fucking
Ibuki's death,
perceptive.
then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
Right? Yeah.
The stepladder in the video was completely
Okay,
bloodless.
I'm actually like immersed now.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
What?
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills.
I wanna say...
Is it okay to say that?
I don't know.
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different. Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something? That thing? Wait, what? What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene? Filming location? I know who did it. I know who did it. I know who did it. Like, I already knew, but, like, it makes sense to me now. I know who fucking did it. Because you're fucking weird. What the hell? Oh. Filming... I need another IMG. No, I can't really afford any damage right now. No, I need to. Oh shit! I sold. No, tip. Just take it easy. I just need to. Oh, I think that wasn't. Oh, that just fucking flew by. Shit. Here we go. Location. C. I'm not trying to be in the way. Alright, I'm into this right now. T. I. O. N. Give me an N. N. There we go. Filming location.
I got it!
I know who did it.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed
I
at the
get
music
it.
venue.
Okay, I actually 110% actually get it now. I know who fucking did it. Like,
It was filmed
swear to
somewhere
God.
else.
The hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Possibly. In order to show us that they filmed this video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Logic dive? Alright, well, cool, I'm here for it. Alright, 3 questions, 5 minutes. Let's do this. I know who did it. Whee! Ah! He didn't jump. Oh, because I hit the X button, which is nothing. I have no health left. I can't fuck around anymore. There really isn't much for me to edit, so which part of the hold on. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The please be right. Okay. Superior. Okay, let's not talk too fast, too soon. If I can make it without fucking falling again or getting the wrong answer, or just falling, I'm superior. This is trippy as fuck. Ah! No, please. I'm like panicking prematurely. Okay. I'm sorry. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or at the hospital? The music venue, because that shit was shattered into 1,000 Lego pieces. And you have to hold circle to rebuild it. And it's like super fucking fast. Alright. This shit is giving me like... If I was high, I'd be in fucking trouble. And I'm talking from experience. Just watching like psychedelic shit while high fucking made me barf. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance? Took it with them. Because the only person who would have had any potential to increase the signal was Kazuichi. But he wasn't fucking him. Like I said, I'm superior.
It's all coming together! That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of
Shut
us.
the fuck up.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
I don't have the health for you to make me pick this. Destroy it?
I see!
Because it was shattered in the fucking music venue.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
Right.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
Damn, they fucking tearing up everything.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Was that you throwing shade? I don't see you fixing anything. Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitted to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. Don't you dare. What is this long ass word? Does it start with a C? Okay. Is it conference? Conference room? Where Chiaki trolled me? Troll fail? Yeah. My feeling on who did it is only strengthened. OF? Is OnlyFans like still a relevant thing? Well, I'm sure it is. Okay. It's not as big as it was when COVID, made that shit booming. Am I looking for another F or am I fucking wrong? I'm fucking wrong. We need an E. Conference. R. Don't need that yet. That is the next letter though. So perfect. Conference. We need another E. Fuck is an F? Conference. Thank you. And then we already have the N right here, and it's for nigga. CE. Okay. E game, you are on my side right now. we need 2 O's. Boom. Oh my god. Suck me off and call me something. Hold on, I gotta drop this. Shite son. Nope, not do that. Oh! I sold. Oopsie. Troll fail. Okay. Gotta love it. No, that's not it. M.
I got it!
We're going west.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make it clear what that work was. It's got to be that fucking curtain, because that shit's been throwing me off all fucking my life.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Let me cook.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of
Wait,
set?
shit, that actually threw me off.
He might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
No, you're wrong, but I'm gonna let you walk away with it. I don't have time
There's
for it.
no way the conference room
That's why Chiaki with me now.
and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Motherfucker.
That must be it!
There we go. Hazuchi, I fuck with you every day.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Damn.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage.
The fucking coincidence on that.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music when look like the conference room. Was it the candle?
I can prove it with this!
Superior.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, the
shoddy
candle
ass
was
lighting.
used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been
doesn't
another
make
reason,
sense.
but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
So, if it was recorded in the same room or the same building that you were actually in, you didn't hear anything?
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
Did you just... I feel like I've heard Bayside Cop say that before. But isn't this the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, you fucking negative 1 billion IQ having ass.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
The video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been...
I see!
This shit's starting to look like a fabrication.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Fucking bull.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who sent that trap for me
But why
was...
did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly,
This trial has given me more
naturally
goosebumps
the killer's identity will reveal itself.
than the previous two.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Actually, what did you just say? The reason the killer made a fake video. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. How are we looking in time? We're coming up on 2 hours. Yeah. I'm not even gonna bullshit. It was you.
You're the only one! Nico, you're the killer, aren't you?
I know. Someone is like, their jaws dropped, but it all connects. Like I know I've been stumped the majority of the trial, but like the context clues are just all there. You just, she basically told on herself. Don't me.
What are you talking about?
I hate
Like
that
I
sprite.
said,
Stop.
aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Yeah, stand on business.
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, Don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
You know what's also crazy? We've not accused a single person up until this point, and we're almost 2 hours into this trial. It has to be her, bro.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Yeah, look at her fucking eyes. Looks like everyone else who look at her eyes. This was literally fucking living proof in our face that she is tweaking. Just like when fucking Nagito goes manic.
At that time, you said you were going to be on call.
That might be a stretch,
You
but
actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me.
there you go.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby.
Maybe it's not a stretch.
If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Basically, yeah.
That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
It's always the person you least expect, right?
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Neither is killing your fucking
I've been like
friends,
this for a
bro.
long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that.
What are you on about?
How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
What are you saying, woman?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
I hate people who fucking kill their friends.
Hey, Hajime!
Asshole. Come on now. Everyone's ganging up on me. Alright, don't start. I already had enough of Hiyoko crying. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of something like this? That is loud in my ear. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? Is it actually possible? It'd be so much easier to say I was wrong. If I had this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
What the fuck do you want?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Trying to process that incredibly deep statement.
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What's that?
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
They'll be goofing off for fun.
Actually, this is a game!
Hey, don't be bringing it forth now.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Factual.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
What do you know?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
Decisive
Bro,
clue.
spill.
Does something like that really exist?
Spill the proverbial beans.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Right.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
So she was strangled?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer
Sick.
wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Look how fucking sad she is. Like, she did not want this. And the killer's fucking grinning like an asshole.
I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
Did you?
What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Bro, Nagito's annoying as fuck, but the writing behind him is, like, superior, like, actually.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're just so needlessly cryptic about everything.
How is that a decisive clue?
We know Ibuki was murdered
Huh? You didn't notice it?
based off of that.
I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
If that's where he's going with this. Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? I heard what you said. So I don't know.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
I know it's not.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
So Mikon lied about the COD. Ibuki's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. It never said how her windpipe was crushed.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Mikon fucking lied.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Mikon fucking
Though
lied.
hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
I
The
think
body at
I
the
want-
crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
I don't think so. Okay, hold on.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
I don't think it's any of these troopers.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You
It
mean the
might be
rope
what
burn,
Chiaki
right?
was saying.
But we believed it was from a hang. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file it never specified hanging or
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. The fact that
Ibuki didn't
Okay, so
die from
I need to
hanging.
grab from
She
somebody.
was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and the scars they leave would look...
Scars? You mean...
But we believed it was from a... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
no way, wait, what?
That must be it.
Wait, what did I just shoot at Kazuichi's statement?
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
It's fucking Mikon, bro. She told on herself. There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hung by his real ring. And look who they show on the fucking screen as the fucking beat picks up. Get her out of here,
Ibuki
bro.
hanged herself, but that was a complete lie,
Get her
wasn't
out
it,
of here.
Mikon?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You become the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
Right?
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
You're biased.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Jesus. As you shouldn't. I mean, none of us should, if we're being completely honest. Obviously.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
What would put this to rest is what I'm wondering.
I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
I'm really trying to think.
Is that really true?
Ooh. Standing on business, I see.
Stop it already! That's enough!
Mikan, let me cook.
I can't stop!
Can't stop, won't stop. I think that's a song, actually.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
This shit's getting, like, philosophical.
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
This game, or the Danganronpa as a series, has a lot of central themes that you can really apply in real life. And it's just like, shit. This game kind of reality checks you sometimes.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Thank you.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Fucking knew it.
Ah, so in
There
the
she
end,
go, tweaking.
they're all just a bunch of bullies.
I should name one of the parts fucking tweaking. I'm not gonna do that.
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always.
Shut up, actually.
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem.
Think about who she killed, bro. There is no way Hiyoko could have got murdered and it wasn't gonna be Mikan or whatever.
I'm done with that. You
See, look at her.
I'm done.
Oh, my ears.
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. Not fair.
Not
Not
fair.
fair. Not 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 fair. Why won't you forgive me? If you did something, you'd forgive yourself right away.
Not really.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now?
Damn, and
This is annoying.
you gotta stand next to her, yeah.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it?
If we don't have any clues,
Oops, he wasn't done.
why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends.
How do you murder two people you call friends?
That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah! That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I know I'm like, I'll admit, I've been silent for the majority of the trial. Because, like, I just want everything to just be coherent for everybody watching, me included.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Why did we have to probe her to argue, though? How childish is
But
she?
the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this TV
Because
once again.
I'm the one who saw the film, or the staged suicide. She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that
Why
video.
did you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Boom. Alright. Hit me. Make your argument. Fuck out of here. I don't know what I said that.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Hey, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Fuck. I'm jumping the gun now.
I'm not the killer!
I need to get this out.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different...
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Did I even grab it? Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. Okay.
I'm not the killer!
We
I
can't
need
think
to
of anybody
grab
who
what
could have filmed that.
Chiaki
Is
just
the
said.
hemp bag on is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me all...
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on is the hospital gown? Or could it be the
It's the
hospital
camera
slippers she
angle.
had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different...
Is that really your proof?
It's
You
the
could tell her
camera
body
angle.
type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Anytime you're... Get out, bro.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
You're fried, bro. You're fried.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
You're done, bro. You just told on your fucking self again.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
You serious?
Yeah.
Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Everyone is pissed right now.
Forgive me!
She's not even denying it. What?
Huh?
Take a shot every time she's had just now.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
You'd be drunk.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's
What?
getting weirder by the minute.
Handbag, tote bag.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Monokuma, you're sitting right there,
That's
bro.
why that video isn't fabricated.
Monokuma.
And I'm not the killer.
Monokuma.
So you'll forgive me, right?
Monokuma.
Your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Get this dumb bitch out of here, bro.
Forgive me?
I don't like calling females bitches,
until
but
you forgive me!
like, actually, I do not like calling. I'll call a nigga a bitch any time of the day, bitch ass nigga. But anyway, long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third PTA. This is probably going to be my last job during your class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to just blue button. I said blue. It's giving me Xbox prompts, but I'm using a PlayStation controller. Alright, just tell me how to reload. X, so that's gonna be square for me. Okay, that is square. No, that's my X button. Just let me figure it out. Oops, I just skipped hella shit. Oh well, usually before a PTA, niggas just start waffling, so I don't think we missed anything crucial. I'm sorry that I did that, but I'll make it up by not fumbling this.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me!
Draw on you?
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me!
I need nigga time.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw
I'm
on me.
missing.
Why only me?
I need nigga time.
Draw on me.
Because you're not about to fuck me over like this.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at
What?
the same time. Can you forgive me
You're
already?
theater prize bonus. That's what I put in.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. There's only one
Theater
path. It's impossible
bonus
to use
prize.
them two places.
This is the end!
Okay, I have to order fuck up. Mikon, shut the fuck up. I hate you. Like, actually. You're better in the anime.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one for free.
Whoever
You're
bought
toast.
that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two
So,
separate places.
who bought the bag?
So please, just stop making desperate
You.
excuses.
You just told on yourself.
Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Because you're fucking stupid.
Your desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
There's nothing to believe, bro. Alright. We're gonna stop there. Or not, because I can't save. I fucking thought what I saw on the monitor. Yep. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Behind the body was hidden before. Is it this? Probably. Oh, is this like kind of a shorter comic strip? Okay, so it's gotta be one more from this. It's not the first one, because it's literally in the first one. Can I... The body was hidden before. A small clue to kill her left. It's gotta be this. Yeah. Now, this is a relatively shorter thing, but... I know that they'll probably go into like extreme detail or whatever, because of course, you know. Put it back to normal after the showing. The blue.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Fucking bullshit, bro. Mikon, you fucking thought, bro. You giving Hajime some ass so that he wouldn't tell on you. Your shit was mid. Chiaki better.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time.
What are you talking about?
This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Oh my god. Ew. Stop.
You... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Yeah? That's it. You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying Blacking to kill those 2 girls was Mikon. Fucking sick.
Damn it.
Dirty ass woman. Gotta be shitting me. Are you seeing Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, is the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't fuck around with me. Mikon, did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Bro, she's just crazy.
Hey!
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere. Bro. Send her to the gulag already.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's
Factual.
obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon we knew. I'm not reading the whole name. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. He probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for the case.
What?
So she got the fucking AIDS? Treating you motherfuckers? Mikon too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. He was the one taking care of me after all. Fair. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh, Hajime? Has something crossed your mind? Yeah. It sounds like you knew this the entire time. Is what I'm gathering, dickhead. When she was giving you some ass, that was... Well, of course, that was, like, out of character, but even still. Mikon felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been it. A high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Damn, I didn't actually consider that at all. You know, she was just like hot-blooded or some shit. Then, because of that disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps?
The symptoms that she truly felt must have been deserving of the name. I butchered that sentence. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
You said despair like 5 times in like 2 sentences. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Bro, ain't shit funny right now.
Jeez.
Oh, is she really not gonna have any sort of... This arc is whack. Which means the ultimate nurse is a dickhead. She's a completely different person now that she's infected with the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. That's Junko. We're not doing that. Alright, shut up. That's the only reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, who wants your forgiveness? I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope?
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that. Your morals are so misguided. Oh, here we go. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Oh shit. She got a nigga?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know. Holy shit.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who...
Bro, how do I... Look at me. I'm on mouse key if you can't tell.
never hated me. They
That nigga got her
forgave my
drooling.
existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value.
So they invalidated your bad
They
behavior.
loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Who the fuck is your lover, Genocide Jack? The hell? I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey.
You don't understand what the hell you're saying. You don't understand? It is because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? Damn. What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Bro, she just came for your whole head, bro.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you can no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within the thin veil. And I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
How amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Cares about hope or despair. It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she infected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently, that was what my symptoms was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But...
But she's not forgetful, though. I don't know. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this...
Such despair.
Are you saying that you were like this from the start? That you liked this before you even came to this island? That's a good point. I hate that sprite. Move. The reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. 'Cause it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Well, takes no accountability. Modern day women. I said what I said. Even so, the current me was the most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created me. The me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Bro, he must have like trash peen, bro. That's all that it is. She ain't talking about that. Like I said, who the fuck are you talking? Who the fuck are you talking about? Oh god, now she's laughing. This shit's not funny anymore. Are you saying this is Mekon? She's the real Mekon? Mekon, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I could believe that. There's no way. The person you are right now is the real Mekon. Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remembered, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as Future Foundation. What? What the fuck? The symbol on the ancient ruins door. Nigga, you remember that shit? It's the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
The heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? I told y'all niggas Monami was suspect. I just never knew how. I knew it. Monami, Monokuma. They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My We know who you are. My existence is entirely my own. Don't with him.
Hey,
Don't laugh. Right? I'm gonna screenshot that. Don't laugh, it's crazy. Hey, Mikon, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Of course I know that. Is Monokuma just gonna let her spill all these details? Let's see. The Future Foundation's lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
of course not!
Aw, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even knew about that?
Oh?
How the fuck do you know everything? You gotta be like a plant or something. Industry plant. I don't know anything. Oh, my phone is just blowing up. Gonna take it off the table. I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. Out of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Nico, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe. You were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? Oh, this sprite is scary, I'm not even gonna lie. But that person didn't exist in the beginning. She's just the past of who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend.
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. Just fills me with despair and... You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That applies to you as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories
Do you
are
understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories, those of the past. Don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it doesn't even matter, because it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
hey!
So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright to start now?
Yes, indeed!
Punishment time? Fuck. Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. It's too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
She got riled up. It's over.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got!
It's punishment time! I'm not gonna lie, Mikon's trash. This character arc is ass. This is the most confusing, it's just confusing. She rode that red rocket. Shit. I guess the lover was giving good pipe after all. I need to stop talking about that. I won't. But yeah, Mikan's motive is fucking ass. Well, the motive in general is just ass. It's like, it's not even like she explained why she killed who she killed. She just did it. It's just not it, bro. I want that tablet that's on the wall. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji was Mikan. And we don't even know why. We don't know why. I would have much rather taken, because fuck Hiyoko, she bullied me all fucking day. And then Ibuki was just someone I took out of frustration type shit, I don't know. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by this despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is it that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
I don't care anymore. I'm not even gonna hold you. You took up like 2, 3, 4 hours of my life just to say some stupid shit. It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that from just remembering, then all along Mikan was never worthy of being a symbol of hope.
But
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, oops. If she, Nagito, just shut
isn't
up.
that right?
Let's just move on. Let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time. But even so. Bro, she got fucking, I was about to say ADHD. What was the joke I made earlier? I think I said 8? I don't know. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished, leaving behind only her malice towards us. That's what I'm not understanding. It's like, if she would have chose like 2 people who like constantly made her feel terrible about herself, it would have made more sense. But I feel like for her to have been constantly on top of Hajime like that, might have, well no, she did call him out too. As someone who didn't forgive, or I don't know, this shit's ass. That's,
Damn it!
it would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive as proof. See how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. So you're saying it's her. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation. So you guys are just like 2 hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami.
Phew!
Who cares who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye's made out of black beans? Hold on. How do I... That's not it. I want to go talk to my animal. Talk to it. Fuck it. It'll just have to shit itself and die.
Hey!
Oops. Okay. Is it tab? I'm sorry, what was it? Sneak Amy? Something? Actually, I could press this and then it's F1. Okay. She's alright. Did all that for nothing. It's fun because down comes after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order to make you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the first island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Nekomaru?
Huh?
Yep.
Hey!
Nekomaru's about to kill my vocals, bro, and it's like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. 3 p.m. That's such a redundant sentence. I hate when people say, oh yeah, I go to work at 9 a.m. in the morning. No shit. Anywho. Is Nekomaru was safe after all? Oh, my voice is cracked. Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Based. Miss Sonia.
However,
I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. So you don't miss him? Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you to dust. Ibuki, Kyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? No. If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are not reaching him.
Right?
Then... Hold on, how do I do Chiaki again? Then... Let's go bring Nekomaru. Let's make it grand. Even for those who've died. Don't start. What the heck? Do I still have after effects of that disease? Sob. I don't get this at all. You love that nigga.
All right.
Let's go. You're right. Ugh. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement, and we jumped into the elevator saying, fuck Mikan's stupid ass.
Uh-oh.
Why are you still in here? Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? Monami, we got dirt on you. And it ain't washing off easily. You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body? It's all their fault for not sticking around until I finished talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. I hit that line, like low-key, hire me. What did you do to Negamaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who's that close to death. So, it just couldn't be helped. I'm still wondering if I like anime Monokuma or visual novel Monokuma. As soon as we exited Mount Rushmore, we started running for the first island.
All right!
Let's haul ass. Even though our minds are completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept on running towards the beach of the first island. Can Yukiko run? He was complaining during the investigation. I don't think that nigga can really run around right now. Especially considering the only nurse is fucking dead. Where in the world is Nekamaru?
Hey!
Nekamaru, show yourself, bitch!
Listen!
We've come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding, bitch. We raised our voices. We looked around. We raised our voices. We looked around. I thought we would keep going. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But
Hey, hey!
what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Did we get false info from Monokuma? That's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach. Hey!
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Yeah,
Could it
nigga.
be?
That voice. With high hopes in our hearts, we turned around, and then we saw something truly unbelievable. Come on, thumbnail?
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on?
I want to see.
Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while.
One stripe Adidas
That's pretty
pants?
sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Bro.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
Body?
This is nothing!
What in the
The name's
fuck?
Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Look at this nigga's, his beard, his chin. He's got a fucking drill for a chin. He looks like the fucking, what's it called? The Iron Giant? His cousin, the Tin Man? I don't know. The Tin Man. Come on now. Sonya, you alright? She's not alright. Don't tell me that's how the chapter ends. Okay. I don't really feel like doing his voice, but I think the chapter's ending. 9 days left. What happens in 9 days? That is the end of the chapter. I could have finished this at the end of the trial. Nine days, 9 people left. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?